On this episode of Pulse, we'll tell you about a creperie that satisfies your hunger with or without a sweet tooth.
And mic drop, it's the end of a fierce legal battle between a musician and her record label. We'll tell you the details on how it all went down.
And finally, our Scandal Session team will break down Britney Spears' new memoir. And rumor has it, it contains a shocking announcement regarding Justin Timberlake.
Let's get those heart rates pumping because Pulse starts right now. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Pulse, the University of Miami's live entertainment and lifestyle show. I'm Melissa Beatty.
And I'm Ben Freeman. It's been 3 weeks since we've seen you last, and a lot has happened. But unfortunately, we have to start out today on a somber note.
Actor Matthew Perry, famous for his role as the lovable Chandler Bing on the sitcom Friends, was found dead on Saturday.
The 54-year-old was found unresponsive in his hot tub at his Los Angeles home. Here you can see the house where the Los Angeles Times says the actor allegedly died by drowning. His fans are left devastated.
So it's a terrible loss. It's unbelievable that he is not on the earth with us anymore. I can't imagine how the other friends are feeling.
The official Friends and Warner Brothers Instagram accounts posted, quote, "We are devastated to learn of Matthew Perry's passing. He was a true gift to us all. Our heart goes out to his family, loved ones, and all of his fans." Friends, fans gathered together leaving flowers, handwritten notes, and other gestures of kindness outside the apartment building in New York's Upper West Side that was often featured on the show.
Perry openly struggled with addiction for most of his life, but the Los Angeles Police Department says no foul play is suspected. An investigation into the death is ongoing, but no official cause of death has been released. It's such a shame that he was taken from us so young. He was a great comedian and an even better actor.
I know, I loved watching him on the show, and I'm surely going to miss him.
Same.
But Halloween is tomorrow, and believe it or not, that SAG-AFTRA strike is here to put some fear in the festivities. It may be spooky season, but the Screen Actors Guild and the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists have some guidelines for strikers this Halloween. They posted a flyer recommending that actors choose costumes inspired by generic characters or animated television show characters. They also suggested actors not post in costumes inspired by the content they're striking. SAG-AFTRA says they want to send a message that they will not promote this content without an agreed contract. They've since deleted the post. But this hasn't gone over well with everyone. Megan Fox took to Instagram in her costume and captioned the post at SAG-AFTRA to throw shade, and that's some serious tea.
Artificial intelligence has been an issue in the recent strikes, but it's also said to be one of the reasons for a show coming to an end. Former Daily Show host Jon Stewart will no longer be filming The Problem with Jon Stewart on Apple TV. People with knowledge of the decision say it's because of, quote, creative differences. They say Stewart and Apple TV executives disagreed on some topics and guests on The Problem, particularly topics related to China, artificial intelligence, and the 2024 presidential election. Members of the show's staff were told about the show's ending just weeks before the planned start of season 3 taping. Jon Stewart is absolutely hysterical, and it's a shame he won't have a show anymore.
I know, but meanwhile, one celebrity is shutting down a show, another one is shutting down a legal battle. Megan Thee Stallion just got out of a savage legal battle with her record label. So let's spin the record back to 2020 when her battle against the Houston-based record label 1501 Entertainment began. Rolling Stone and Billboard magazines report it was what over the 20-year-old is calling an unconscionable record deal. Megan sued again 2 years later after she released her record, Something for the Hotties. She said the label refused to uphold their part of the contract. The label claims the project was 29 minutes long and therefore didn't count as a full album to complete the requirements of her 3-album obligation. Megan then sued again, claiming $1 million in damages. The record label took to Instagram saying they've settled things amicably with Megan and will go their separate ways. They say they are keeping the settlement confidential, but that their president wishes Megan the best. So what are we going to talk about next? I'll give you a reason to talk about the artist Pink. The performer we know and love had a chaotic childhood and revealed the news on an episode of 60 Minutes. Pink said she almost died from a drug overdose before even becoming famous. She revealed she started selling drugs in school, which resulted in her being homeschooled. Only a few weeks before scoring a record deal, Pink took a combination of drugs, and it was the last time she attempted something like that ever again. Just a few weeks later, she scored a record deal and began launching her solo career.
LeBron James continues to prove he is more than just the greatest basketball player of all time. In fact, he's an author. He's releasing his second children's book titled I Am More Than. In a press release with CNN, James said the book is about believing in yourself and the things you're capable of. James says no one else can define you for those things and hopes readers are inspired to be more than in everything they do.
Universal is to open a year-round horror experience in Vegas, and Sin City better be ready. Universal Parks and Resorts is bringing all the spooky Halloween vibes year-round to Las Vegas. Everyone better get ready for the Universal Horror Unleashed, as it will feature all the classic horror characters such as Dracula, Frankenstein, and the Mummy. There will also be a wide selection of haunted-themed bars and eateries. This is the first time Universal has created a permanent horror experience beyond its parks. The experience will be located at the city's immersive Area 15 Entertainment District. An opening date has yet to be announced.
Well, something I love about Orlando and all theme parks in general, they just have such great food, and I could use a snack. So I think it's time for a short break so I can go grab one.
Yeah, but when you're grabbing your snacks, make sure to come right back because it's time to talk about Britney Spears, the star who will keep dancing and creating drama till the world ends.
Her memoir revealed some controversial information that our Scandal Session team is here to share.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how's sketches, ready? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutVaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Welcome back to the segment that's got everyone spilling, the one and only Scandal Session. I'm your host, Amanda Muhammad.
And I'm your new Scandal Session co-host, Angela Safone. Now, Amanda, this week's scandal is definitely one for the books.
Angela, I am not a bookworm by any means, but the scandals coming out from Britney Spears' new memoir are driving me crazy.
Well, let's not be toxic and keep this information from our viewers any longer.
Britney Spears released her memoir titled Woman and Me on October 25th, covering the highest highs and lowest lows of her career thus far, from childhood fame to her 13-year conservatorship, and of course, her dating life.
From 1999 to 2002, headlines were hot for her relationship with the one and only Justin Timberlake from the boy band NSYNC.
But the breakup news hit us one more time when Spears admitted in her book that she cheated on JT with Wade Robson, a choreographer for the pop princess at the time.
In her memoir, she says that she was in fact pregnant during their time together and ended up getting an abortion because Timberlake claimed he was not ready to be a father and believed they were too young. Nonetheless, Spears said if it were up to her, she would have had the baby.
While Spears did come clean about the cheating, the drama does not end there with her and Timberlake. According to the book, Justin broke up with Spears through a text after 3 years together.
A text that consisted of only 2 words, "It's over." Talk about a messy breakup.
If you want to take a deeper dive into the drama, the book is available wherever books are sold, but that's all the time we have.
Don't worry, folks, the music news doesn't end here. Let's go to Harvey Duplock, who will take us off the record.
Thanks guys, I'm Harvey Duplock and it's time to go off the record. Today I have the pleasure of talking about Bad Bunny, who's quite literally taken on the role of his new song title, Mr. October. Now if you don't know who Bad Bunny is, then where have you been? This man had over 18 billion listens on Spotify last year. He has over 181 awards, including 3 Grammys, 9 Latin Grammys, and 10 Billboard Music Awards. Anyway, he announced a new album, a new tour, and he hosted SNL. But before I get into the album and the tour, I've got a bone to pick because Bad Bunny, Benito, the Mean Rabbit, you are great at everything you do. You can sing, you can rap, you can wrestle. Heck, you were even good in those little movies you did. And gosh darn it, you were pretty decent at hosting SNL. Like, do you really have to be perfect? Like, is there one thing in this universe that you are bad at? Because I'm really starting to feel pathetic. Moving on, just weeks after releasing what he called his final song of the year, Bad Bunny dropped an entire album. The album is titled Nadie sabe lo que le va a pasar mañana, and it came out on October 13th, and it has 22 songs. It's his 5th album to date, and it appears it's just as sexual as the rest of them. He said he was inspired by music from the 70s, and he explores new genres in this new album compared to previous ones. But Benito was not done there, because on October 19th, he announced a 47-date North American tour. His first date is February 21st in Salt Lake City, Utah, and he will wrap up with 3 nights in Miami in May. He'll also visit other states like New York, Texas, Georgia, and for some reason, Connecticut. No one likes Connecticut. The tour pre-sale started October 25th, so if you didn't win the Ticketmaster lottery, well, good luck out there. Well, that's all the time from me. Let's send it over back to Alyssa, who's got some news on an artist being honored in her own hometown.
Thanks, Harvey.
Rapper Missy Elliott was honored in her hometown with a warm welcome home. The rapper paid a visit to her hometown of Portsmouth, Virginia, where the community honored her on what is now known as Missy Elliott Day. Elliott decided to repay the favor with a huge donation to the community. The rapper announced at the homecoming that she is donating $50,000 to Portsmouth Redevelopment Housing Authority. The money will help families who qualify that are in need of assistance with paying rent. Missy Elliott says she understands hope, and that's why she continues to give back to her community.
You know, and especially for me who've been in a situation like that with my mother, single mother, that's what made it important, you know, because I feel like I can relate to being in a place where you just don't know where you're going next. And so, yeah, this organization made the most sense to me.
And this is not the first time Elliott has been honored. Last October, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin recognized the first Missy Elliott Day in the Commonwealth and held a renaming ceremony to change one of its streets to Missy Elliott Boulevard.
Billy Joel's hometown is showing the star they love him just the way he is. According to News 12 Long Island, Joel's hometown of Oyster Bay named a street after him. It's entitled Billy Joel Way. There was a big celebration with Billy and Joel himself joining in attendance, who had an emotional reaction to the honor.
Who could have predicted this? My mom would have been thrilled. I wish she could see it.
His Long Island hometown also presented him with the key to the town, so it seems wherever he may go, he can always tell Oyster Bay, "You're my home."
You know, I think it's so great that these hometowns honor the people when they come back and do special things like that.
Especially for someone like Billy Joel, who really deserves it.
Exactly. And the hometown visits are still not over yet. Jada Pinkett Smith went back to Baltimore to speak to students at her alma mater, Baltimore School of the Arts. During her visit, she highlighted the new book, Worthy. Her talk comes as these students get ready to leave the world of high school behind and enter the world of professional arts. But for Smith, it appears this place remains meaningful.
You know, I have a chapter in my book called The University of the Be More Streets, because honestly, Baltimore taught me so much, you know, through the sun and the rain. And I'm grateful for it all.
Jada's daughter Willow also came along for the visit, sharing some of her own advice on the future of arts.
Jeremy Renner, the famous American actor, was in a near-death experience on a snowmobile a year ago and has finally opened up about the experience. He has revealed so much about the experience, he actually told the public he's making music based off the accident. The famous Marvel actor broke 30 bones during the incident when he was run over by a snowmobile a year ago. The music is representation of his healing and milestones. Renner noted on Instagram, the album will be titled, quote, Love and Titanium. The only clue we got as the date of release for this album was that it will be released soon. Thank you, Hawkeye, for the specifics. I love Jeremy Renner in the Marvel movies, and his music's all right.
Yeah, but you know, all this news talk is starting to make me hungry, and I think our Keeping It Fresh team has the perfect place to go for brunch, and I'll give you one hint. It's a very flat pancake.
Oh, wow. I absolutely love brunch.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Keeping It Fresh. I'm Gracie Herberholt. And I'm Layla Blue, and today we're at Sweet Paris, having a little taste of France in Miami.
Sweet Paris is a creperie and cafe with an interior that makes you feel like you're actually in France. We talked to cashier Sophia to learn more about why make a crepe-based restaurant.
The fundamental idea of the crepe is how it's such a unique food group, but it's so versatile. So each crepe starts the exact same. It's the same dough, it's the same circular pattern, but little by little, detail by detail, with every ingredient, we can cultivate a different crepe. Our menu is so diverse that there's something for everybody.
We got to try a savory and sweet crepe in addition to some of their other menu items.
Starting out with the cappuccino. We got the almond milk ones.
Yes. They do a nice little Eiffel Tower on top, super cute, and we're gonna give it a try now. Cheers. Yum.
Super good.
So our first entree, we're starting with the salad de chèvre. It includes baby tomatoes, walnuts, almonds, Dijon vinaigrette, a Parmesan crisp, and goat cheese. We're gonna give it a try. Yes.
I really like how the saltiness of the Parmesan crisp complements the sweetness of the dried cranberries. It tastes super good together.
Walnuts give a nice crisp to the salad and adding texture.
Next, we're trying the Philly cheesesteak crepe. So it has ribeye steak, steakhouse cheese, mozzarella, onions, peppers, and mushrooms.
So yum.
That one is super good.
You can tell the steak's been seasoned really well. I thought it'd be a little sweet because of the batter, but it's not.
This is also my first savory crepe. I've only had sweet dessert ones.
Sure. So now we've moved on to our sweet dishes finally, and here we have the apple cinnamon creme brulee crepe. It is made with a torched vanilla cream on top of the batter, then caramelized apples, cinnamon, and dulce de leche. Give it a try.
Exactly like apple pie. Super good.
It does.
The apples are perfectly tender.
The vanilla cream is really good.
And to finish out our day, we got the Nutella waffle with strawberries and banana on top. If you have a sweet tooth, you would love this.
A good way to finish off the day. We had so much fun trying out all the French cuisine with a Miami twist.
Everything was super delicious. We definitely recommend you guys come try it out. Back to you guys in the studio.
Bye.
You know, that looked so good, and I definitely think I'm going to go have to try it out.
Oh my God, that waffle just looked absolutely delicious. But we'll be right back after the break. But don't go anywhere, because Isabella Morales is here with a story fit for a queen.
Stay tuned.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Welcome back to Pulse. For one young lady, her universe just got a bit bigger.
The Miss Universe competition takes place this November in El Salvador, and our reporter Isabella Morales speaks to one contestant and her journey to the crown.
Reykjavik to the global stage. One young girl is Iceland's Miss Universe hope. I spoke to Lilia Sif Peters' daughter and what it's like to represent her country at the Super Bowl of pageantry. From the land of fire and ice, this Icelandic beauty is ready to light up the Miss Universe stage this November. Lilia Sif Peters' daughter was crowned Miss Universe Iceland in August at just 19 years old.
Excitement, happiness, disbelief,
I guess it was unreal. I feel like my dream came true.
But that was just the beginning of Lilia's journey. Since then, she has been preparing for the opportunity to compete for the most coveted crown in the universe.
A lot of people don't really understand the preparation that goes into it, whether it's emotional, physical, mental. There's a lot of preparation that goes into it. You know, pageantry as we know it, in the US especially, is more identified by the Honey Boo Boo and the Toddlers and Tiaras and the Miss Congeniality, and it's far from that.
The 90 contestants will compete in 4 different areas: personal statements, interview, evening gown, and swimwear. Now on stage, the contestants look elegant, but the real work is off the stage in the months that lead up to the pageant.
And with these dumbbells, can you show me one of the exercises that you do to prepare for Miss Universe?
Yes. So you put the dumbbells in your hand.
Okay.
And then you just squat down.
Okay. And what does this do for me?
It strengthens your legs.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is strengthening my legs. This is gonna give me that Miss Universe body.
Fitness, runway classes, and wardrobe all make up the main components of preparation for the stage, but the mental preparation for Miss Universe is one that goes unnoticed very often. But despite the physical and mental challenges, Lilia says she's determined to do the best she can in the competition, and she has a powerful inspiration.
My sister, she is 16 and she has cerebral palsy. She didn't get enough oxygen when she was born, so she lost a lot of mobility and she is in a wheelchair. Yeah, a big part of it, why I'm doing this, is because of my sister. I think she never lets anything stop her, and she has taught me that you don't have to be healthy to be happy.
Lily has taken an active role in her community in her home country to raise funds and create awareness of the disorder.
I don't think the subject of cerebral palsy is talked about enough.
Based on an article published by Frontiers of Pediatrics, approximately 2 out of 1,000 babies around the world are born with cerebral palsy. Lilia's work is now a global mission, as she was recently invited to Nicklaus Children's Hospital in Miami, Florida, to speak with cerebral palsy patients and educators to further her efforts. The Miss Universe stage gives her the opportunity and platform to use her voice to be the change she wishes to see in the world.
I always wanted to be a role model and use my voice for something good, and also use my voice to speak for those who can't. Lilia will represent Iceland at the Miss Universe competition in El Salvador on November 18th when it airs live on the Roku channel in English and Telemundo in Spanish. Isabela Morales, UMTV.
Wow, that was super impressive. Now, let's get back to date with our amazing influencer update team. Take it away, girls.
Welcome back to Pulse, or should I say welcome back to the 3rd segment of Influencer Update, your ultimate destination for the hottest influencer buzz. I'm Lauren Harrington.
And I'm Sophia Davis. Strap in, because today we're taking a deep dive into the never-ending pool of social media. Let's dive right in.
Our headliner for today is beauty influencer and fashion icon Matilda Djerf. She's making waves for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, you better believe it. Djerf, the genius behind Djerf Avenue, a Swedish ready-to-wear brand, is raising eyebrows after reporting small creators for posting dupes of her pricey creations.
Djerf Avenue took off in 2019 and has been grabbing attention ever since. Matilda's style itself is the brand, which made everyone want to own her clothes. But here's the kicker. A single piece can cost anywhere from $100 to $200.
Now here's where it gets stickier than an ice pop in July. TikTok users are sharing photos of Djerf Avenue's warning messages, all because they posted more affordable lookalikes of her clothing. A set of Amazon pajamas, mimicking Djerf's floral set, priced at a whopping $115, grabbed the media's attention. But guess what? The Amazon dupe goes for as low as $25.
TikTok user Summer Slays, also known as Aaliyah Sumar, chimed in saying, "So I just woke up to this trademark warning from Matilda Djerf. The Amazon pajama set wasn't an alternative at all. Actually, I love the Djerf pajamas, and basically the Amazon ones aren't worth it."
And just when you thought it couldn't get weirder, Djerf Avenue reported one of her posts recreating one of Matilda's popular street style outfits. Come on, with a platform of millions of followers, you've got to expect fans to emulate your style.
Tell me about it, Sophia. As an influencer, your goal is to inspire followers with your authentic lifestyle and passions. So we're scratching our heads over this one.
Who knows? Fans weren't holding back, labeling Matilda as hypocritical, since her brand's products aren't exactly unique themselves.
One user wrote, "What an unprofessional and unoriginal joke of a brand." But Matilda wasn't about to let the internet drag her name or her brand through the mud. To douse the chaos, Jerv Avenue posted a statement explaining their lawyers would keep reporting content that interferes with their copyright terms. The statement read, "Unfortunately, there has been a recent surge in websites selling products with our designs and own printworks/artworks. In the light of this, and to safeguard our prints and the individual print designers, we have an external intellectual property firm monitoring copyright infringements."
Ouch! Another TikTok user, the Jackie account, pointed out the irony, saying a lot of her brand is actually dupes of other things she's worn in the past.
However, fans weren't looking for statements. They were hungry for an apology, and the backlash continues on her TikTok and Instagram since the post.
Well, that's all the tea we have for you today, folks. Stay tuned for more influencer updates and drama and all things steaming.
And after the break, our Miami Mashup team has a wild ending to this show that you won't want to miss.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Hart, what's going on? I'm leaving. Why? What did I do? Not enough. You constantly ignore me. You barely eat anything healthy. You're half as active as you used to be. The pressure is just too much. I quit. Okay, I get it. I'll do better. Just please, don't leave. Okay. But remember, if I go, you go.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
After all that influencer update drama, I'm in the mood for something a little more lighthearted.
Well, the good news is, Ben, that this week our Miami Mashup team went to the Miami Zoo. So let's go check it out.
Hi guys, I'm Juliana Warnock and I'm here with
Balaj Raza.
And this is Miami Mashup with UMTV Pulse.
And today we're here at Zoo Miami.
And we're taking you with us as we explore all the wildlife that this place has to offer. Even though it's a bit rainy, we're still going to show you all your favorite animals so you don't have to travel across the country.
Zoo Miami is home to more than 2,500 animals, representing close to 400 different species. We have the honor of interviewing Ron McGill, who is the communications director at Zoo Miami. He has been involved with the zoo for over 40 years and always had a connection with animals while growing up. He also emphasizes that the best education is traveling due to his experience in this industry.
That it's different every day. I mean, you know, that you come in here, I get to work with animals. It's something I've loved ever since I was a little kid. So I get to work with animals. I get to do a significant amount of traveling, working on conservation programs around the world. And the fact is, it's just not the same thing every day.
During your visit to Zoo Miami, you will be able to travel the entire world on foot. You can even get up close and personal by feeding animals at the zoo and are able to feed giraffes in the Africa exhibit, where Ron McGill has been over 50 times. He mentioned how you go back not only for the animals, but the culture.
The zoo takes advantage of Miami's climate to provide large, open-air exhibits that recreate animal habitats, ranging from Florida's Everglades to the Amazon, Africa, Australia, and Asia. With almost 750 acres and 4 miles of walkways, not only is Zoo Miami an active member of many global wildlife and environmental conservation initiatives, but they're also engaged in over 36 different projects, which are taking place on 6 different continents, and are very proud to be a leader in these initiatives.
Well, that wraps up our time here at Zoo Miami. I don't know about you, Juliana, but my favorite part of this exhibition was feeding the giraffes.
I totally agree. It brought back so many childhood memories when I go to the zoo with my family, and it was just such a fun time and a pleasure meeting Ron and talking to him about everything Zoo Miami has to offer.
I know, I truly learned so much here today at Zoo Miami, and we'll catch you guys next time on Miami Mashup with UMTV Pulse.
Thank you so much for joining us on Pulse. Unfortunately, the episode is over, but don't worry. We've always got more content to keep your heart rates pumping.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram at UMTV Pulse to see more of our content, including catching you up on the latest campus figures and events, and asking students their latest opinions on Entertainment Tea.
Have a good day, Hurricanes.